Hello and welcome back to Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Today we're going to head over and do Equinox, well, after we research the Aries 4 module. But before that, I want to just check that we're good on everything. So this one, I've got 3 for the large hydroponic space, so we'll wait for that. We could almost do with more deuterium storage, which is crazy, given, you know, how much we now have. Although I don't know where we would put another large cargo bay. A large cargo bay is going to be difficult to put in anywhere else. I don't really know what we need it for. I mean, you could get one for titanium. How much titanium do you hold? 300. Yeah, we never really end up with these types of values for these things, for those ones there. Food we could maybe end up with more of, but like, honestly, like, the amount of food that we can hold right now lasts a very, very long time. Especially as we're about to upgrade our large hydroponics bay when we get the technology. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Yeah, I probably have some places where I can move around what we're actually holding in different cargo bays, but yeah, we'll think about it a little bit once we get the large hydroponics done. We see how much food we're actually generating. Because that could determine, like, you know, whether we actually need to keep another food bay because we're generating it in real time or whatever. So, we'll think about this. But for now, I think we're mostly good. My crews are currently set onto, yeah, just hull repair, although it's already full hull repair. I don't think we've got anything else I want to build. We are full on building slots now, right? Yeah, so now it's all about replacing. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit. Okay. Well, if I've got 3, I'm going to head over to this one and grab some food. And there we go. Right. So now we don't need any of that because we're going to go and do the Aries 4 module. Then we're going to start upgrading this, which is going to significantly increase the amount of food that we're generating in 10 cycles. Trade offer? What have you got? Ooh, I would have taken that at one point, although I don't actually have the titanium right now. But I would have taken it, but now I don't think I will. Now I don't think we need that much dilithium. In fact, I think at some point very soon we're going to enter the point where dilithium becomes an almost useless resource for us. Which is crazy, but yeah, it's just because we've already used it for everything. Although yeah, I suppose we could use it to get an ally at some point, but yeah, the allies use food. I haven't really used any allies because of it, but anyway, it's fine. Right, grab that. We can now head back over here and grab some of this. Yeah, let's do that. And the Aries 4 module is done, and John Kelly's records are now a craftable item. Apparently we got to accept the comms request for this. 2 captains. Centuries apart, Kelly and Janeway share a moment. 2 leaders faced with the unknown, 2 people unsure whether they'll make it back home. Janeway watches John Kelly through the fading log. He still goes about his duties, documenting the starless void, even observing an alien wreck outside. As oxygen dwindles, Kelly records his last thoughts. He faces death with no regret, just a quiet smile and abiding wonder. Aries 4, Mission Record, October 25th. It's been a nice place to visit, but I'm ready to come home. I have enough fuel for one last engine burn. Wish me luck. Good luck. Incredible. Kelly was alive inside the ellipse. It's amazing. Everyone assumed he was killed instantly. Yes, that's one more history book we'll have to amend when we get back home. This man, Kelly, was an extraordinary individual. I'd say they don't make him like they used to. Kelly's logs, they're not so different from our own. We're also lost in the unknown, knowing where we want to go, but without the faintest idea if we'll ever get there. Curious. Human sentimentality is a driving force on this ship. We should honor the late astronaut in some way to alleviate the emotional strain on board. You read my mind. Scientific contribution or historical achievement? Well, Janeway, I believe, was said to be a scientist at the start of the show, so yes, we'll honour Kelly's scientific contribution. which is also why I believe that she's a lot more involved with a lot of the inner workings of the sciencey stuff on the ship. Like, whenever there's a weird anomaly, Janeway is very much like, ooh, let's see what we can get from it. So let's go. Computer, play Kelly's log dated October 19th after he entered the ellipse. If there's a way in, there's got to be a way out. I'm going to fire up the spectral imager before I initiate another engine burn. Collect as much data as I can. The imager has been working overtime, cataloging all the material in here. A lot of it defies analysis. I think we're going to need to make room on the periodic table. Mission Control. Dad, whoever finds this, do me a favor. Take all the data I've collected, put it to good use. I hope you don't look at this as a failure. I don't. Do you hear that? That is the resolve of a scientist, a man whose life is placed second behind his research and passion for discovery. Scientific milestone unlocked in the science tech tree. So you wish to honor Kelly, the researcher? I would honor John Kelly, the man. He went for a nosedive into the unknown, and here we are learning from him over 300 years later. Captain, the crew is assembled in the mess hall. All preparations for the ceremony are complete. To John Kelly. Long before man reached the stars, he looked up and wondered if that was where he was heading anyway. Today, Voyager's crew pays homage to one of Earth's pioneers, Lieutenant John Kelly, vowing to rectify the history books once they return to the Alpha Quadrant. In his own words, John Kelly had no regrets. He left his home and his family in order to explore space. As all explorers do, he encountered the unknown, which took him farther than any other human being in history, maybe even farther than he wanted to go. Space. Literally, it means nothing, a vacuum between stars and planets. But, by the same token, it means everything. It's what connects all our worlds. We commend the spirit and the bravery of Lieutenant John Mark Kelly as we commit his body to space. He will not be forgotten. Rest well. There we go, one small step completed. And we can do this, and then we'll have a look at what scientific milestone is. What is scientific milestone? It did say it was in the science tree, didn't it? That's this one. Increase research speed by 15%. Oh, alright then. That seems like a good one to do early. Right, then let's go and do this. The Equinox. Yeah. Let's go. Large hydroponics is finished. Wonderful. So this generates 540 every 10 cycles. Is this including the amount that's generated from the hydroponics bay? I actually don't know. I'm going to turn it off just because it's not producing anything yet. Let's turn it off. Yes, no, that doesn't include the amount that we're generating. So that's just the amount we're losing. So we're losing 590 per cycle, and we are currently gaining 740 per cycle. So I actually don't need all these hydroponics bays anymore. I need like one hydroponics bay? Yeah, I mean, actually I need exactly one hydroponics bay, because it gives me 50. Okay. Well, unless I want to passively gain food, in which case, well, I could just upgrade a hydroponics bay, right? I could just upgrade it. In fact, you know what? We have the resources. I should just upgrade it. Are we happy with this one, or do we want to move it? I'm happy with this one. Let's upgrade that here. Okay, so now I can get rid of these hydroponics bays here if I want to. And I can get rid of some of the emergency quarters as well. How many emergency quarters? Oh, how many emergency quarters do we have? Okay, so we have 1 officers, 5 emergency, so that's 60 here. It's 15 for these, right? So that should be 165. 165 via that. How many do we have in the officers' quarters? Do we even want the officers' quarters? We have 5 in the officers' quarters. Okay. So we have 165, 5, so that's 170. We have 176 crew who need a room. So we probably only need like 1 or 2 emergency quarters, and not even that. Okay. Now it's just a matter of thinking about where we want to put things. I was wondering whether actually this is the wrong one to do. Maybe it's better to upgrade this hydroponics bay? Yeah. My logic is, if we move this biolab... I know we've already just moved the biolab, but if we move the biolab and we upgrade that one, we then have space for a 2-deck thing that can fit in here, maybe even just another waste disassembler. Yeah, we could do something like that. Yeah, cancel that. I'm going to upgrade this one instead. I'm going to dismantle this one. Oh, I don't have the work teams. Let me do this. Let's unassign both of you. Right, so now I'm going to... Okay, so we're going to get rid of this one. Just working out order of operations here. Where do I want to put another biolab? I could put it under the science lab, so we could get rid of these emergency quarters here. And stick it, like, right there. That way, because I'm not going to remove this science lab, I think. I'm not going to move that biolab, so we could just stick it here, and then that would work. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's gone. That's gone. Let's dismantle this one. I'm also not going to get rid of the biolab while it's mid-production. Actually, I might, because it's actually right at the start of a production. Let's get rid of it here. And we can stick it right here. Wonderful. Remove, remove. Right, so now we're going to stick a biolab here. And then we can put in... Well, we got a 3x2 section. How big is a waste disassembler? Just if we wanted to put one in. It's 3x2, so it could fit in there. Have we got anything else? We do have some combat stuff we could potentially put in places. We could do a metaphasic shield room, although we've already got a couple of those, but yeah, it could work. People have been suggesting I need more damage. But yeah, the damage doesn't really fit nicely there. Yeah, and it doesn't really... We could do a cloaking device, which I didn't realize I actually have to make. It seemed to suggest it was free, but I guess it's not. It would be nice to make it. I could just put another waste disassembler there, which would be quite nice in terms of generating some resources. I could generate some duranium there. Yeah, although duranium's not that... I guess I could generate duranium when I need it. It's not that important, but it is nice to just have it on standby, especially if for repairing stuff. How much do I need? I need 2 more. Okay. So for now, let's just chill with that. Yeah, I don't have anyone... yeah, I still have the 1 quarterless that it says I have, but I don't think that's true. Here, I reckon I needed like 1 emergency quarter. So where's my emergency quarter? Is it somewhere over here? Where's my emergency quarters? Oh, it's hiding in here next to the phaser control room. Yeah, that one can probably stay. Yeah, we could blast those 2. Then that gives us 5 spaces, which we can put a 2 and a 3 in. Or a 4 and a battery, I guess. Yeah, or we could do a multi-floor thing if I can move some things around. Yeah, I don't need these hydroponics bays either, so we could definitely move some things over here. So I think I could probably get rid of this emergency quarters. Why does that just say recruited? That's weird. Anyway. Let's disassemble that one. Right, and now we're at the Equinox. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. We're approaching the Equinox, Captain. Reading multiple hull breaches, their warp drive is offline. That's strange. Their shields are being disrupted by an unspecified energy surge. Source unknown. The view screen displays a Federation starship so badly battered it barely holds together. Its shields flicker erratically, barely containing the damage within. After their encounter with the Dauntless, the crew eyes this fellow Starfleet vessel with deep suspicion, wondering what horrors it has endured. Open the channel. This is Captain Ransom Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We're responding to your... Voyager, you've got to extend your shields around our ship. Match the emitter frequency. Do it. Did you hear that? Shields extended and holding, Captain. It's gone. Strange. Captain Ransom, can you hear me? Signal lost, Captain. Scan the ship for life signs? Hope it's not too late. Scan the ship for life signs. Reading several life signs. Some of them critical. Also large amounts of antimatter, but no source? We'll find out later. Assemble an away team. We have to secure the Equinox and its crew. An away team, you say? Ocampa is a recommended trait. Now that's incredibly interesting because, Kess being here is non-canon. People have told me in the comments, by the way, that Kess doesn't stay if you don't let Tuvok train her, which is like the way to go canon, but yeah, that's interesting. So this is a non-canon recommended trait. I don't know how many of them were canon, but quite a few of them were like, oh, this character was in the episode type ones, but interesting. Well, she can auto-pass the medical checks, and probably the diplomacy checks as well. Science, she may be on the edge of. So we could do it for mechanic science, we could do it for command, we can do it for combat. Okay. Like a B'Elanna would be fine here. This B'Elanna would be interesting if we can get somebody else to fill in the other roles. We do have a couple people who are max level now, so I'm gonna try not to like over level, as in like level them past it, try and spread around the XP. So if we go for this B'Elanna, you would need to take somebody else who has engineering. Could take Harry Kim. We could do Harry Kim, B'Elanna Klingon. And we should be able to pass, right? All we'd have to do is be able to pass this engineering check right here, and this, well, and the science check here. Yeah, that should be fine actually. I think that would be reasonable. Yeah, I'm gonna take Harry and B'Elanna Klingon. Let's do it. I'm gonna go risky. Captain, we're in the Equinox's engineering. The warp core is critical, and the crew. We found a dead crewman with strange injuries. Orders? Okay, I'll scan the injuries with a medical tricorder. The team's medical tricorder indicates that every cell of the dead person has been desiccated. An immense amount of energy is necessary to cause something like this. What happened on the ship? Captain, the warp core could be a ticking time bomb. It needs to be stabilized as quickly as possible. Okay. I could just do a singular Harry Kim here. That would work. We don't actually need the deuterium, so that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I think that's the best option we've got here. It leaves B'Elanna Klingon, who is definitely going to be used for the next check. The other option is that you just do Kess on this one. Actually, wait a second. Being a bit meta, we know that Kess can't be used for the next check, right? She just can't. So actually, there's no reason not to do this, because, like, who cares if she's fatigued? We might as well critical pass it. The warp core is heavily damaged, but not critical. Interestingly, there are new energy conduits, and the dilithium matrix has been completely redesigned. Did they try using other types of fuel? Captain, we should... Did you hear that? Someone's trapped under the rubble. We need to free them. Okay, so we could do carefully cut through the rubble with a phaser, or construct an improvised lever to pry away the largest parts of the debris. Let's do it. Using an improvised lever, the team lifts away the largest parts of the debris. A bruised woman in Starfleet uniform crawls out. Marla Gilmore, an ensign serving on the Equinox. She is grateful, but urges others may need help as well. Captain, we found another crewman on our way to the bridge. His legs are trapped under a steel beam. Okay, I can calm him down and keep him conscious while cutting him free, which is apparently an Ocampa thing. Okay. Could stabilize him before freeing him, or cut him free. I mean, I'm happy to get this. That's fine. Kess telepathically calms the... that was the Ocampa bit. The trapped crewman as his as the team works, he speaks fondly of his crewmates. Once stabilized, Noah Lessing, an Equinox crewman, expresses profound gratitude. Advancing deeper into the ship now. Captain. Take cover, phaser fire. Confused Equinox crewman is yelling we're under attack. Orders? I don't have a high chance on most of these. Go with his story and tell him you defeated the attackers. Tell him who you are and to stand down. Oh wow. Yeah, even Kesset. Well, actually, Kesset Fool would have been able to do that, potentially. Yeah, this would have been okay. I'm going to stun him with a phaser. Go Balana Klingon, don't fail. Okay. For further escalation, the away team stuns the confused man, leaving him without serious injury. The team then reaches the bridge, finding Captain Ransom and more unconscious crew. As Ransom comes to, he feebly asks if the Federation is finally here. Captain Janeway will have much to explain. Hey, so she's max level, and these two are now much higher level and are much easier to use in away team missions. Captain, the away team has returned, which you were on. The Equinox survivors are in sickbay. Very well. As soon as Captain Ransom is ready, I want to talk to him. Who is this? Anyway, it must be someone from the Equinox. Captain Janeway, I'm glad to meet you. How's Earth? This is a weird double space. Anyway, I was wondering if it's meant, if usually when I see those types of things in game, and the reason why I noticed it is usually that means that there's something else that could go there, like it's filling in text from somewhere else. At least in a lot of games that I've played, is like it'll be text, could be something else in there, more text. So I was trying to think what could be in there, but I don't know. Anyway, I wish I could say. Also, occasionally it's just that the person pressed the spacebar twice. But anyway, you weren't sent here to find us? I'm afraid not. We've been stranded in the Delta Quadrant, pulled against our will by an alien called the Caretaker. Displaced us as well. I hate to admit it, but we've reached the end of what we can accomplish without aid. How did you manage this unlikely survival? The Equinox is a Nova-class science vessel, designed for short-term research. You're not built for this. How did you travel this far with fewer resources than us? Honestly, Captain, we just got lucky, found a wormhole. The rest, it's not something I care to detail. We lost 39 crewmen. It was hell. Also, yeah, it is kind of interesting that all the way, right, none of the, species we met along the way were like, oh right, yeah, we already met a human. Because you'd assume that the Equinox would have had to have come to the same conclusion at some point. You gotta point your way towards the Alpha Quadrant and go home. So it's kind of weird that, given that we were following the same route, no one mentioned them. May I ask you something, Captain? The Prime Directive. How often have you broken it for the sake of protecting your crew? I don't know if we have. I'm going through it in my head. I guess I'm going to say never. Broken it? Never. Bent it on occasion? And even then it was a difficult choice. I've walked the line once or twice, Captain, but nothing serious. Nothing like what we've endured. Now we're in even more dire straits, needing your help. We've been under relentless alien attacks for weeks now. We can't communicate with them and they cause serious damage each time our shields fail. Since you've extended your shields onto my ship, you've made yourself a target for them, I would guess. He is correct. Our shields show multiple stress points. We are under attack. Who are these aliens? Who are these aliens, Captain Ransom? Did Equinox pick a fight with them? No, at least none that we're aware of. Captain Janeway, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the Equinox crew have been working on a way to repel these things. And you are? Marla Gilmore, my operations officer. She knows her stuff. You see, these aliens are coming from another plane of existence, maybe another dimension. They're opening fissures into our plane to attack. They can't stay for long. If they don't go back, they die, which means they're vulnerable on this side. We came up with a Multi-phasic force field generator. The idea is to isolate them so they can't attack us anymore. Okay. Let's be impressed. Intriguing idea, as expected from someone of your renown. Did you manage to build a prototype? My crew is resourceful, Captain. Yes, we did. It's lost, I'm afraid. Our science lab is filled with radiation since an incident. I propose downloading the blueprints from our computer. We'd have to start overbuilding it, but it's the only safe way. Very well. This is top priority. We'll download the blueprints and start building the generator. Thank you. My crew will assist however they can. They're already familiarizing themselves with your ship. It's a genuine pleasure to be on your ship, Captain Janeway. A welcome change from falling bulkheads, frankly. You are under ongoing attack. -6 hull per cycle. Oh, lovely. Well, it's lucky I'm not using my engineers for anything. Just gonna skip a cycle, I think. Yep. There we go. Right, so now we can do this. Okay, so this hydroponics bay is upgraded, which means that we now have a little excess food per cycle. Right, that's fine. This is still building, which is why our food requirements have gone down. What did I want to build here? I wanted to build another waste disassembler, right? Yeah, but that means I need to have more of I need to have more of these things, which I don't have. Well, I'm about to get. Okay, well, like 23 cycles I'll have them. Okay, science lab. Working on scientific milestone, that's good. Let's stick you onto hull repair for now. Right. And then I'll just skip a cycle. I think that's fine. We are completely full on uranium right now as well. Yeah, I maybe should find something to actually make. I need to figure out what I'm doing with the cargo bays and things, which I haven't done yet, so we'll work it out. Right. And again. And we've got the Biolab and scientific milestone. So that means we now get everything much quicker. I think I probably want to upgrade the Biolab to level 3. Waste disassembler would be good. Unlocks the option to produce tritanium? Okay, you know, I might be into that. Actually, you know what? I'm into nebula scanning. Oh, but, everything I did there, I was like, ooh, but I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Okay, let me have a look at the sector. There is a nebula, okay, in which case I want nebula scanning. If there wasn't a nebula, I would have definitely said no to nebula scanning first, but because there's a nebula, makes perfect sense. Right, and I want you to produce that, which is fine. So they're now both producing it, which is good for us. Okay, so that's going to get us the bio-neural gel packs, which we can then use to do all sorts of things. Right, this is where our waste disassembler would be if I had the money for it. And then I can get rid of these emergency quarters as well, can't I? Yeah, they've only got one person staying in them, so. But I'm full on uranium, so I don't want to get rid of it this second. Do I want to wait 23 cycles before building, or do I have to figure out what I'm doing? I think I have to figure out what I'm doing. Are you going to do a 3-2 here, or what are we thinking? Could do the cloaking device, but now that I know that I have to spend that many bio-neural gel packs and I have to build it, I'm a lot less interested, because it basically allows you to flee from combat, which I'm not really that interested in. Could just put in another phaser and battery. Disruptors are so big in terms of space that they take up. Oh, sorry, that's the dissipator. Wait, what was I thinking of? Oh, no, I was thinking of... Was I thinking of disruptors? Oh, disruptors are 4. Okay. Yeah, so I was getting those mixed up. Yeah, somebody said I should build that. We could. It's going to... But the problem is it uses a bio-neural gel pack, so it's going to delay our waste disassembly... Or waste... Yeah, thing again, but... Could build one of those here, and then put... Well, I guess I would just put a battery next to it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just working out the order to build things. What I actually want to do is I want to build the battery first. And the reason I want to build the battery first is that'll then use my duranium. Right. Which is fine. Oh, do I need a person ready for this? Or available for this? No, I'm good to do that. Okay. It's fine. And then I should still have somebody on hull repair. That's fine. And I still have somebody free. Okay. So now I can disassemble this, and I'm not going to go over my max duranium. Right. Oh, is that an actual Quarterless? It is. Yeah, now that it says Quarterless 2 and it actually shows up. So I don't know why that Quarterless 1 just shows up all the time. Is there a crew quarters level 3? Crew quarters. No, but there is an officer's quarters. Which would work for us here. Okay. That's fine. Okay. How many cycles have we got left on this thing? I don't think I probably have to come back to the Equinox, but that's okay. I have 14 cycles remaining. Go grab the Tritanium. Emergency quarters are done. Replace the quarters with a disruptor control room, which is good against shields. I do kind of feel that because we've got so much shield pen, we could get away with just putting in another phaser, but, you know, we'll do what's suggested. Then, if it doesn't work, we can always just dismantle it and put in another phaser. I thought we were about to lose a shuttle there. Okay. Any of these got anything extra? You've got some uranium. Yeah, we could do that. No chance of ambush. Interesting. Yeah, it's quite nice. Okay, finish the battery compartment. So we now have even more battery storage. Now, let's just go for external debris only. Nice. Okay. Do I just want to sit and wait? I think I might. Yeah, we can probably just sit on batteries and wait for the number of cycles we need. It's 10 cycles? Yeah, we could do that. Alright. Chuck ourselves on batteries and just sit. Trade offer? Nope. Nope. Yeah, definitely anything that says giving me deuterium right now. Not interested in, at least not in this set, in this system. Nice, so that's our disruptor array control room, and we're now armed to the teeth according to the achievement. Okay, so that might be the last combat upgrade we need to do. We'll see. We might actually be at the point where upgrades are like rare for us, as in like things that we're actually going to build and upgrade. But we'll see. Anyway, I now have nebula scanning, which is great. I don't need to do anything for that. Do I want to upgrade the sensor array? I guess we're probably on to upgrading now, right? That's our main thing. Yeah, let's get the cortical stimulator. That seems good. Increase all attributes for heroes and away missions is huge. Okay. Now we just chill. And there we go. Now we get to return here. Okay, let's turn on the warp core and get going. Okay. Cortical stimulator is finished. Next, I don't know. Could upgrade the Biolab, but given I haven't upgraded any of the actual, like I could get the upgrade for the Biolab, but given I haven't upgraded any Biolabs, like what's the point? Let's get sensor array. Cool. Right, and then to the USS Equinox. Let's go. Captain, I heard you got the generator. Your crew is efficient. I propose we beam it over to the Equinox. Everything on our ship's already compatible. Even with repairs, it would save us a lot of time. Agreed. The faster we verify its operational status, the faster we can replicate another. My thoughts exactly, Captain. I'll beam back to my ship to personally supervise the work. We lost 10 crew. Oh. Ensign, establish a connection with Captain Ransom. Let's see how that generator... Oh, what just happened? I'm reading several explosions on the lower decks. Red alert. Engineering damage report. It's bad, Captain. Several explosions at strategic points, precise enough to cripple our systems. Oh, that hurts. Yeah. Captain, I am receiving reports of missing resources and rations. The Equinox crew is gone as well. Is that what I think it is? Our shields are down. Fissures opening on several decks. Sudden invasion. Voyager's shields drop, freezing the bridge crew in shock. The blood-curdling screeching intensifies. Suddenly, blue portals tear open across the deck, and otherworldly aliens pour forth, attacking instantly. Phasers blaze. Chaos erupts. We need to stabilize the shields now. Activate Prelor shield technology. Activate the Prelor shield technology. Shut them out. It worked. Shields holding, for now. The fissure is closed on all decks. Minor injuries reported, but the attack was too short to cause serious damage. What's the status on the Equinox? Gone. They used the chaos to take off. Track the warp signature. They have to repair their ship and install that generator. Until then, their progress will be slow. Captain, I'm reading fissures opening outside of our shields. The aliens are relentless. If they keep up the pace, they will break through. We'll take back that force field generator. Ransom has a great deal to answer for. He's responsible for all of this. Every injured crewman, every death. Okay. Well, that's not good. Let's have a quick look at this to start with. Okay, so at least it didn't actually damage main engineering. What am I even gonna go for? My large cargo bay! Oh no! That going offline is horrible for us. Like, that's absurdly horrible. Oh, never mind. I didn't... Wait. Is that how cargo bays work? Huh. I assumed that if a cargo bay went offline, you would lose the stuff in the cargo bay. But you don't. Huh. Okay, well. Alright then. Allow me to just re-switch on things? Oh, I'm missing crew. That's my issue for switching on everything. Right, let's fix this for now. I need tritanium, which they took all of. Is there anything I can repair without tritanium? No. Well, no, I can repair the emergency quarters. Well, you know, might as well. I can probably turn off science labs. I can turn on this, right? If I have a little bit more. Yeah, let's turn off a science lab. Yeah, you're no longer scientists. You're now neuroelectric field generator specialists. Which now means that I can start repairing, or yeah, I was going to say repairing my crew, but healing my crew. Any tritanium here? No, we gotta find the USS Equinox, which is 10 cycles away over there. I did get nebula scanning though, so could do this. Tritanium is like the most important thing we can get. So it's probably worth us considering just leaving this system entirely and just going for it. You kidding me? There's no tritanium here at all? Oh no. What about in this system? Okay, there are some things here. I think we're gonna have a problem here. There's no tritanium. Can I upgrade this? No, I need tritanium, because I was thinking that could generate tritanium, but no. None in the original system? No. I'm gonna have to chase after the Equinox just to get tritanium. Okay, we got some. There is tritanium out there. Not a lot of tritanium out there. But there is some tritanium. There are some trading stations as well. Alright, I guess I'm going to go here. This is the most sensible thing for us to do right now. Okay, emergency quarters is finished. That's... Did I disassemble the emergency quarters instead of... Yeah, I think I did. Alright, well, put them back. For now. I think I did that instead of repairing, I dismantled. Yep, that's not ideal. That's fine. You're still going. Okay, well. Not a lot I can do. On to my large battery. Is it out? Where is my... Yeah, there's my large batteries. Why are they... Oh, because I'd used them right before. Yeah, that's why they're out. Okay. Okay. That's a little bit better in terms of, yeah, the crew's well-being. Sensor array level 3 unlocked. Let's go for... Yeah, waste disassembler. Let's do that. Right. In here. Plasma storm. Yeah, I know. It's not great. I need something, so we're going to choose this. Are you kidding me? Alright. Food for tritanium. Food for tritanium. Borg nanites for duranium. Deuterium for tritanium. Yeah. We can sit on batteries if we need to. Oh. Captain, we received a signal that is either scrambled or... Captain, I don't know how to say this, but I can't solve this myself. This code seems most peculiar. I've already tried the most advanced decryption methods. Must warn you, a false input may lock us out forever. I'll take a look. This seems to be the equivalent of a lock. Only the right combination reveals the actual data. The repeating signal may have a pattern. I simply cannot perceive it. Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, I got it. Okay, this isn't as terrible as you might think. I was looking at it initially like, but it's easy. So look at the 9. So the 9 moves along. Look at the 4 moves along. The 2 moves along. The 3 moves along. So this is the correct answer. Yep. Oh, you solved it, and so quickly. It seems to have been easier than I thought. Sometimes it really helps to take a step back and don't overcomplicate things. Thank you, Captain. This data will help us immensely with our research. You're welcome. Right. Sickbay? Yeah, sickbay seems good to repair. Let's turn you off of hull repair for now. Let's get some crew quarters back. That's useful. And then the phaser control room also seems very useful. Let me go grab some more of this and then we'll head down and grab that. Hey, okay, so those 2 things are done. 2 Borg probes, huh? Okay. Okay, let's go.
What are your orders, Captain?
Not my favorite time for 2 Borg probes, but, you know. Good time for the Borg to attack. For them, I guess. Like, congratulations, Borg.
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
What's this? Can I... Wait, how do I...
Ability ready, Captain.
Wait. Can I not put power into that... How do I put power into this room? Maybe the room's not got anybody crewing it right now?
Moving to
yeah, it might
attack
be
the
that
port
nobody's
side,
crewing it.
Ability ready, Captain.
Okay. Okay.
Ability ready, Captain.
Keep going. Would love to get through your shields.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Okay. There we go. Bit of damage. And...
An enemy is surrendered, Captain.
Uh-huh. Yeah, surrendered after our, like, torpedo hit them. That's fine. Let's try warp core in this
Ability
one.
ready, Captain.
Let's mix it up. Let's try warp core. I don't know if it's the right option, but we'll try it anyway.
Ability ready, Captain.
And we're almost ready with Tom.
Ability ready, Captain.
Cool.
Enemy ship ability
Right.
ready, Captain.
Raised our shields again. Okay.
Ability ready, Captain.
Mostly fine. Just shoot one of those in there.
Ability
and then
ready,
another
Captain.
one in a second.
Ability ready, Captain.
Nice, we got him.
Ability ready, Captain.
Yep, just a matter of time. Nice. Okay. Harry Kim injured along with many others. As is my science lab. As is more of our ship. Our ship is falling apart. The workshop's down. Stellar cartography's down. Right, those are back. I lost my engineering office. Oh no. Okay, finish repairing sickbay. Right. Let's do this. Right, you're gonna head down here for now. Sickbay is done. Yeah, repair the engineering office. That's the problem with only having one engineering office, I guess, is that if it gets injured, or if it gets broken, then you're just in trouble. Under ongoing attack. Shields have failed. The aliens immediately took advantage of this, causing damage and casualties on several decks. Battery compartment got damaged. Can't sustain this for long. These attacks must end. Okay, so that was my metaphasic shield room is now being damaged as well. Okay, engineering office is back online. Why is it only half online? Where's the other work team? Add work team? Yeah. Oh, because it costs crew. Okay. Right. They are all injured, huh? Sickbay must... Yeah, sickbay's taken all of them in there, which is at least good. Right. Fix stellar cartography. Fix the workshop. And fix the crew quarters. Let's go. Right. Fix the regeneration alcove. Back to this. Those three things are now done. Right. Repair this. Still don't have any crew that are actually available to do anything, especially as they took some of my crew as well, but it's fine. Battery compartment done. Let's repair another one. Right. Let's use the Bussard collectors. Okay. Let's grab some duranium here. I have a crew that's not doing anything. Let's get them to repair. Nice. A whole bunch of things now finished. Research the next level of waste disassembler. It's fine. Combat-wise, I could unlock the next level. Yeah. Let's unlock the next level. There we go. I know it uses some of my tritanium, which is in demand, but at least we have it now to use it. Right. A bunch of these are offline due to having no crew. But presumably we'll have crew once sickbay is finished in a second. Right. That's classic. Okay, engineering office. Both of you are on hull repair now. Let's maybe go grab some more deuterium. I guess I have batteries. Let's, chuck our warp core down and run on batteries while we don't have that many rooms actually available. Use the shuttle. We have 2 available, so even if it failed, we'd be fine. Right. This is all okay. Yeah. crew? I have some back. Well, I mean, who do I actually have available? Do I have enough to do this? No. Because my crew is, like, injured currently. Yeah. And I don't have as many crew. Okay. Well. I guess we're going to head to the Equinox and try and get our crew back? Yeah, I guess so. Let's head over here. I promise to repair the hull. Within 40 cycles, I can do that. Also, I'm going to chuck a save in here. Just in case. Right, let's go. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. Getting distorted readings on the short-range scanners. No sign of the Equinox. They're either gone or damn good at hiding. Ooh, Dreadnought AI. I think that's a event we missed earlier, because that's one that I did notice and we never actually went to. Yeah, let's do this. Keep on scanning, Mr. Paris. Bring us inside nice and slow. Don't want any additional scratches on Voyager. Aye, Captain, I could fly between these rocks with my eyes closed. I'd prefer you kept them open, Lieutenant. Found them, Captain. They were hiding behind one of the larger asteroids. Equinox is approaching. Weapon systems charging. Let's get this over with. Battle stations? Oh, we're fighting. And they are actually somewhat comparable to us.
What are your orders, Captain?
Well, you know, with our weakened state. However, they have 40 shields, so like...
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
We'll see how comparable they are in a second.
Ability ready, Captain.
Right.
Ability ready, Captain.
Okay.
Ability ready, Captain.
Yep. Now you're going for their warp core.
Moving to attack the aft, Captain.
Okay, we took out some of their weapons. Oh, unnecessary, I guess. Hey, stuff. Captain, Equinox's shields are weakening. They're hailing us. Ransom, surrender your vessel now. Can't do that. I get that you're furious, but is your grudge really worth it? Nothing we did was personal. Only did what we had to survive. No other way of staying alive in this part of the universe. You're a person of reason, I know that. I propose you stop following us and build yourself another field generator. You'll stand trial for your crimes. You and your crew have broken Starfleet's code. I can't let you get away with that. However dire your need was, you will stand trial. Spoken like a true Starfleet captain. Very well. Do yourself a favor, Janeway. Don't follow. Close call. Suddenly the Equinox fires, blasting an asteroid perilously close to Voyager. Shields hold against the sudden impact, but the shockwave still rocks the crew, rocks the ship, throwing the crew off balance. In the ensuing chaos, the Equinox takes off. Helm, initiate pursuit. Okay, it didn't get very far. That's good. You're both on hull repair, and I'm losing hull? Oh, because I'm in the plasma storm. Of course. Can I upgrade my... Yeah, I still can't actually get anyone in here. In one, though, I should get a whole bunch of people back, so... Let's consider that. Okay. I have 6 people back. I can't run this. Is there anything else I can run that's useful? What happened to my... Yeah, why is this disruptor array not working in combat? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything in combat, does it? Huh. Yeah, I don't really know what this does. Or... I guess I could put Chakotay on it for now. He was on this phaser room, which is now off. I guess I can turn that on. That's acceptable. Okay. We're getting there with our crew. Right. Combat tier 4 is unlocked. Yeah, I don't know. No, I suppose I could just do maximum hull integrity. Maybe it adds it directly to your hull. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. There they are. We've caught up with them. Hailing range, Captain. I told you not to follow, Captain. I told you, you can't escape. Yes, you made yourself abundantly clear, which is why we prepared a little equalizer. Report, what's happening right now? They are disrupting Voyager's energy flow, primarily our weapon systems. Our superior firepower warranted a one-sided battle, but now the odds are even. Our warp drive is also affected by the energy drain. A battle appears inevitable. It's impressive what my crew is capable of, isn't it, Captain? Don't get cold feet now, one of us won't be leaving this fight alive. Alright, don't let them taunt us, prepare for battle. End transmission, battle stations. Should be fine, we're on emergency battles. Not emergency batteries, right? Yeah, that's okay. We're on emergency batteries is perfectly acceptable. Oh, thank you for telling me how to do this. Okay. Allocate your remaining energy to either weapons, engines, or shields to boost offense, mobility, and defense. Okay, but like how?
What are your orders, Captain?
How do I do that? How do I move these? Oh, okay, I see. Wait, you can't do it while it's on... Okay, you can't do it while... okay, no, you can. It just decided to unpause when I press something. That's fine. Okay, so you have to use the arrow keys for this in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Let's lower our engines and raise that.
Ability ready, Captain.
We're going to go for their shields.
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
Okay, that's fine.
Ability ready, Captain.
Use Tom's amazing ability
ready,
to not be hit. Okay. Right. Victory! Never mind. I was going to redo some energy management, but victory. That's all I needed. Okay. Is that the Doctor? How is he here without his mobile emitter? Anyway. Multiple detonations detected on Equinox's lower decks. Shield integrity nominal. Weapon systems offline. Fissures are opening in and around the Equinox, dozens of them. It's like the Equinox is being devoured alive. A haunting end. On Voyager's bridge, the crew watches in stunned silence as the battered Equinox is torn apart by otherworldly aliens, the shadowy forms swarming the ship. Then, through the comm system, static gives way to the blood-curdling screams of the Equinox crew. Captain, are being slaughtered over there. We can't just watch this, we have to do something. Mercy kill the Equinox, watch as the aliens tear them apart, or offer to save him and his crew. Okay. Hail them. Captain, I would surrender the ship to you, but it seems like I'm no longer able to make that decision. Despite your betrayal, you deserve a fair trial, not a slaughter. I'm willing to save you. It's too late for me. I'm responsible for this. They'll never stop attacking any ship I'm on, as long as I live. But my crew, they deserve better. Take them, I beg you. They're good people, not responsible for my crimes, only desperate. Promise me you'll get them home. I promise. Ensign, lock onto the Equinox's crew. Can't get a clear lock, there's just too many of the spirits. Crew is to gather in one spot. Open the channel to all decks. Equinox crew, make your way to the bridge so we can get a clear transporter lock on you. Captain, we're here. Please, get us out. I have a lock. Energize, now. But that is the end of the Equinox. Report, did the crew make it? The Equinox crew is in the transporter room. The ship itself has suffered a critical warp core failure. Captain Ransom is dead. All fissures have closed. It seems the aliens are satisfied. Security, take the Equinox crew to sickbay. They will remain under observation, and our trust won't be given freely, but for now, welcome to Voyager. Though I'd like to talk to that ensign, Marla Gilmore, in private. Captain, I can't thank you enough, not just for saving us, for taking us in, but for stopping us. For putting an end to our crimes. Crimes? What crimes? I think it's time to come clean, Ensign. We found a way to augment our propulsion systems, something Ransom called bio-neural energy. It came from another realm, those entities attacking us. We first encountered them when we met the Ankari, a humanoid species here in the Delta Quadrant, who were starving, injured, out of supplies. The Ankari were generous. They even summoned their spirits of good fortune to bless our journey, offering guidance. These spirits were the aliens attacking you? Yes, we used the Ankari's summoning device to lure them into containment fields. Once they were trapped, they die. Their bioneural energy would crystallize. 10 isograms of the compound gave us a month's warp boost. It was slow, painful. You harvested them. You killed them for fuel. We were desperate, starving, losing crew every day. We thought it was the only way home. I was the one who modified the warp core. I regret it deeply. I'll live with this guilt forever, Captain. I'm ready to stand trial once we're back on Earth. Well, they had this argument early in Voyager, which I guess we never actually did as a thing in this one, but the argument is you can't have crew who are sitting in the brig. I think it might be in the argument for the Maquis originally, is that you can't just have the Maquis sit in the brig for the whole journey back. It's way too long, and it's a waste of resources. So, you gotta have them in the crew, or they gotta be off the ship. So, you're in the crew. Oh, and we unlocked her as a hero. Your honesty is noted, Ensign, but there's no apology for your crimes. Also, I don't remember her joining, like, as that kind of role in the show, so I'm guessing that she died in the episode? Can't remember. Anyway, I think most of them died. But I also think that you learned things in a different order. Anyway, maybe it doesn't matter. Your honesty is noted, Ensign, but there's no apology for your crimes. Your remorse is clear, however. Until we reach Earth, your skills are needed here. Start paying your debt by helping us get home, the right way. Voyager, this is the Captain speaking. This mission has tested us as individuals and as Starfleet officers. We faced an enemy, and in the Equinox we saw a dark reflection of ourselves, a ship that lost its way. Perhaps given their circumstances, we were simply fortunate. What happened to them, to Captain Ransom, is above all else tragic. We chose to uphold our oath. We will continue our journey, guided by the very ideals that define us. That is Voyager's way home. Janeway out. Captain, I took a closer look at Equinox's research documents about their warp drive modifications. It might be possible to adapt parts of their design without the questionable approach. I'll keep that in mind. Helm, it's time to return to our old course, home. Hey! We completed Equinox and we got Coffee Black as an achievement for reaching level 10 on Janeway, which was reference to her obsession with coffee, including the line at one point, there's coffee in that nebula. Basically, yeah, looking for real coffee instead of whatever Neelix made in the mess hall. But anyway, for now, I think that might be where we end the episode, although before we do, there is Marla Gilmore. She has systems recharge. Recharges other abilities, reducing their cooldown by 9 seconds. That's intriguing. That plus a Alana Klingon could be very interesting, actually. Just reduces cooldown, continually increase our damage over and over and over and over again. And then, yeah, that would be pretty good, actually. We'll give it a 6-second cooldown on one of its cooldowns. But anyway, for now, we're going to end the episode, but we are definitely in a little bit of a problematic spot. We can't stay here because there's a plasma storm and it's going to destroy our hull. So we're going to have to go everywhere else and see if we can actually repair up our ship. And whether we can, heal enough crew that we can actually run all of our ship systems again, as they're now mostly offline. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.